So I've been using the Samsung Galaxy Buds 3 for about a month now, and these are one of two new earbuds that Samsung dropped, the other being the Buds 3 Pro, which I did leave a review, and I'll leave a link to that video above for you guys to check out. The Buds 3 are the cheaper, more affordable offering from Samsung, the one that I think a lot more people would be considering buying. So just how good are these really? My biggest questions I want to answer are how well these fit given that there's no ear tips on these, and also how good is the noise cancellation and ambient mode on here for something that is of an open design like these earbuds. We'll be answering all kinds of questions as we dive into my thoughts on the design, controls, sound quality, noise cancellation modes, battery life, and a microphone test indoor and outdoor to help you figure out if these are worth the money. Starting off with the new design, as mentioned in my Buds 3 Pro review, this is a polarizing decision by Samsung as it borrows a lot of its new look from its competitor, and it outright ditches the iconic Buds design that many people within the Samsung ecosystem grew accustomed to. So you're either gonna love or hate the new design, and me personally, I actually really like them. The new case comes in this silver spaceship-like design that looks very futuristic in person if that's your thing. The case can stand on its own 2 feet as well. It supports USB-C and wireless charging, and it effortlessly fits into my pocket without any issues. As an aside, I do appreciate that the case is see-through, so you can actually guarantee that earbuds are actually in there before you leave your house and you're not leaving anything behind. When you do get these for the first time and you take the earbuds out of the case, right away you can see how angular and sharp these look. It's really sleek, I think. I really like them a lot. They are also color matched on the bottom to let you know where each earbud goes inside the case, which is a nice touch. These don't come with any LEDs like the ones you'd find on Buds 3 Pro. However, I don't think that's a deal breaker for a lot of people. You can also pick these up in a white color as well if you prefer, but I think the silver is the way to go this year. But okay, so how do these actually fit? With open design earbuds without the little tips on the end, the fit is highly individual per person based on your actual ear shape. So some people will have these fit perfectly, while other people will have a terrible experience and have these constantly falling out of your ear. For me personally, when I put these on, I sort of fall somewhere in between. They generally fit, but I do have constant anxiety that they will fall out as over time, when I'm walking, when I'm in movement, I can feel them sort of just sliding out of place and not being quite in my ear as they should. I actually always find myself having to just press them back in, if that makes any sense, because it always feels a little bit loose over time. I actually worked out with these in the gym a handful of times as well, and they actually have fallen out of my ears quite a few times while working out, so I would not use these when you're doing any kind of intense movement. They're just not gonna work. But when you are stationary or you're not moving so intensely, at my desk, for example, or just sitting in front of the camera, these are pretty decent. They fit pretty well. I don't feel like they're gonna fall out. So if you generally find that open type earbuds tend to fit your ears from previous generations, I think it's gonna be a safe bet that these are gonna be a good fit for you. But if you've always found that these type of earbuds don't actually fit you very well, I don't think this is gonna change your fortunes anytime soon. I would actually consider just looking at the Buds 3 Pro instead. In terms of controls, I mentioned in my previous review of the Buds 3 Pro that there was a big learning curve. I will say that's where I've had the biggest learning curve. For whatever reason, either in the execution of how specific you need to have your fingers placed, it took me a while to easily play pause with the pinch of the left or right earbud. But now that I've made my rounds to using Buds 3 for a week, the controls feel effortless now. You do get some haptic feedback when you are adjusting things like the volume on the blade or pausing the music with the stem, which is really nice. I almost want to rescind my comments from my Buds 3 Pro review because I felt like I was a little bit harsh. I don't have any issues controlling these now. I'm fully accustomed to how these work. When it comes to the sound quality of these, before I share what I think, we need to acknowledge that this is a very subjective experience. What sounds good or bad to me may be the complete opposite for you. With that being said, I did not expect these to sound as good as they do. They sound fantastic to my ears. Good sound separation, crispy highs, a decent amount of bass. It delivers a really good sound profile that I think a lot of people are actually going to love. And this is coming from someone who used Buds 3 Pro for weeks, as that has more speakers and amps inside of there to deliver a really premium sound. I don't have those on me to be able to do a comparison, but I can say from a sound quality perspective, I don't miss my Buds 3 Pro. I don't miss my AirPods Pro 2. I don't miss my AirPods Max. Like, for these little guys right here, they knocked it out of the park when it comes to sound quality. You can customize the quality of the sound even further to your liking within the EQ of the wearables app on your phone. You can turn on 360 audio with or without head tracking. Like, there's a ton of little options here that you can tinker with to get the sound experience that you're looking for. I do have some quick thoughts on battery life. It's really good. Like, you're gonna get 5 to 6 hours of playtime, depending if you're using active noise cancellation turned on or off, with a total of up to 30 hours if you are leveraging the case to recharge the earbuds over time. And let's talk about that noise cancellation stuff now, actually, as this was super intriguing for me to test out. I've never used earbuds that offered noise reduction and transparency mode features that didn't come with ear tips. To be honest, I've always been a little bit wary of them because, well, physics, science, earbuds with ear tips do a lot of legwork to passively block out a lot of noise, which enhances the capabilities of how strong noise cancellation can be on something like a Buds 3 Pro or an AirPods Pro 2. With open type earbuds, there's always some outside air creeping through because you don't have a full seal in your ear. So how has my experience been with something like this? It's been okay at best. I went in with very low expectations, to be honest, and I came out decently surprised. Like, in loud environments, these do actually work to some degree. You can definitely tell noise is being canceled out, but it's not a lot. You still do get the opportunity to play music at a lower volume and still hear it because of the ANC at least doing something. However, in really quiet environments, I found it really hard to tell the difference, to be honest, that it's working or not. Like, if Buds 3 Pro noise cancellation was the gold standard, the Buds 3 would be like 40 or even 30% of that standard. And that's no knock at Samsung. It's great that they're even including these to give people access to these features at a cheaper price, because at the end of the day, a lot of it is just down to science and physics for why the performance of these are not quite as good. As for transparency mode, it works really well on these. It's actually some of the best I've ever heard. So there's no complaints there whatsoever. It's on par with AirPods in my opinion.
This is a microphone test 1, 2, 3 of the Samsung Galaxy Buds 3 inside a relatively well sound treated space. This is a microphone test 1, 2, 3 of the Galaxy Buds 3 outside. It's windy. There's a bunch of cars right now. So this is a really good test to see if you can actually hear me in this pretty noisy environment.
Overall, these earbuds from Samsung really surprised me. Like, I went in with super low expectations since I primarily use Pro branded earbuds, which typically are supposed to come with more features, better sound quality, all these things. And while that is true, like, they are better products, these standard Buds 3 from Samsung are no slouch. Outside of subpar noise cancellation, I feel comfortable recommending these to anyone who has a comfortable fit with earbuds of this type. They don't have any tips on them, and they just want something that fits right at home within their Samsung ecosystem. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to drop a like down below, comment hashtag I made it if you finished the video, and I'll talk to all of you guys in the next one. Peace.